rock show, and we have the very talented, intelligent, and hilarious Adam McKay.
Hi.
Thank you for being on the show.
You're quite welcome.
Okay, so this is a rock show, and I actually just heard recently that you're very involved with your soundtracks, and you've actually written music on movies. And
yeah.
How did you get into that aspect of?
You know, it started on Saturday Night Live. I would always write silly songs for sketches and really bad lyrics. And I discovered that if you work with good enough musicians, they can make sense of anything you write. So off of that, then sometimes we would be working on a movie and I'd be like, well, I want a song for here that does this.
Some of your rock inspirations, or who did you look up to, or maybe got you into music when you were growing up?
Well, way back was Chuck Berry was the first real kind of, something about the sound he had, just, you know, and English bands were picking up on it. Bands like the Stones, you know.
What's your favorite song to play?
Oh, favorite song to play? It's just for the crowd involvement. Way much stronger dust in the wind.
Can you share your all-time low, like something that?
Oh man, when I was.
I mean, you obviously got sober, so you went through some fun times before.
Damn, I like that, and I do a lot of speaking on my addiction and. You know, trying to help other people that are going through the same thing.
Yeah, I think people are really cool, and you know, I did sex rehab so I can get laid, so that's working really good.
I love it. Yeah. I think you're the only person I ever do sex rehab to get laid.
Yeah, I got more chicks now that I admitted that I was a sex addict.
Do you have a favorite Whitesnake album?
To listen to?
Listen to
play, actually, I love the '87 record, even though I didn't play on it, and I really like the Slip of the Song album. I was listening to it the other day, and I said, "Wow, this is a really cool record." Yeah.
That's the one with Cheap and Nasty.
Cheap and Nasty.
I love that song.
We love Cheap and Nasty. I'll tell you a story about Cheap and Nasty.
Tell me.
You know, we were.
That's your love song.
It's the Cheap and Nasty story. We were in Atlanta, and one of the guys from our crew, actually, it was Rudy, legendary guitar tech for Van Halen. And while he was at Van Halen, his job was not only to take care of Eddie Van Halen's guitar, but also to put together the parties for Aftershock.
Do you have like fur or feathers more?
I love both. I love everything. When the first time that I decided that this is what I really wanted to do, I saw Alice Cooper. I think it was 12. And just the whole stage and the drama and the theatrics and the clothing, and it was so awesome. I go, that's what I want to do.
Yeah,
and
it inspired you.
Yeah, I just love all of the theater about, you know, what music is. People go to a show, they want to be entertained.
Stage moment that has happened to you.
The wildest on-stage moment, probably, it's also my most embarrassing moment, is the first time back I went to Japan in the mid-'80s. They had the stage was made out of balsa wood. Oh, not the stage, I'm sorry, the PA was off on the side. And to get to the PA there was planks, but they were, I didn't know that they were balsa wood. And in most venues I would usually run out to the PA and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I had no idea that they was balsa wood.
Did you fall through?
So my leg went right through. And this is in the days of pleather. Remember pleather?
Yeah.
Fake leather.
I wear pleather.
So you know, my pants just completely ripped, and I'm actually stuck, and I'm bleeding profusely, and I'm literally stuck.
During the show, did they have to stop
during
the show?
No. Rody came out and had to cut.
You're playing, stop bleeding with the
pleather ripped, and the guy has to saw. Well, actually, I think he just broke it. Come think of it, just broke the balsa wood to get my leg out.
Oh my gosh! Do you have any footage of this, or it's got to be all up here?
That was pre-YouTube.
Yeah, that'd be awesome if that was online too.
It would be. It'd be very embarrassing.
We're gonna have to imagine that. Can you ready and cut? Yeah. He wanted to talk to you about G.G. Allin, a documentary you did quite some time ago.
Yes.
Can you tell me why you chose to do it on him and the experience?
Yeah, for, you know, documentary. I started by making documentary films, and you know, documentaries are 70% at least your subject matter. And Gigi had always been somebody I had been interested in. I was in that sort of scene when I was younger.
You were?
This was 18 years ago, you have to remember.
Did you have a ton of piercings?
No, I just mean like, I used to go to shows all the time. I was living in East Village in New York, and Gigi was kind of a legend. He was in jail at the time. and I wrote him in jail, wrote him a letter and said, hey, when you get out of jail, I want to do this documentary. We basically started this correspondence through while he was in prison. And then I just thought, honestly, he'd make a great subject for a documentary, and it was just something
very controversial.
Something that I was interested in. But yeah.
What was the wildest thing while filming it that took place?
Oh my God! I mean, he did a lot of wild things, and if you've seen the movie, I mean, he did a lot of wild things in the movie.
Was there something you had to edit because it was just too crazy?
No, I mean, you saw the movie, and we didn't take anything out as far as being too crazy, like when that girl was urinating in his mouth at his birthday party.
That's
which
beautiful.
Was just, horrible.
Yeah. To capture that on film.
To capture that, and then that was his birthday, and that's what he wanted from the girl. But no, I don't know what the wildest thing. That was pretty wild, but that wasn't even the wildest thing. And the thing with Gigi was he was so unpredictable. So much would happen that I don't even. His behavior was so unpredictable. So there'd be wild things all the time, on or off camera. And the problem with Gigi was he was an alcoholic. So
my main influence was his David Lee Roth.
I see the resemblance.
Yeah, main influence David Lee Roth. And then like to go back a little bit, I was totally into this guy Robin Zander from Cheap Trick. Remember that band?
Yeah.
He was he got bitches like here's the level of bitches, and here's Robin Zander, and then here's David Lee Roth, and then to Michael Starr. I'm still working my way up the ladder.
I don't know. I think you're doing pretty good.
And then my other influences are like Eddie Van Halen. He was like totally bitch, and he got a bunch of pussy too.
Were you born into a musically talented family with this naturally? Did you go to school for music, or?
I went to school, but both of my folks are sort of just, they have like a natural ability, but they didn't really like study. But they both can sing, and they both have good rhythm. So I think
nice.
So there's some.
A little bit in the family, but then you took it to another level.
Yeah, and my sister's actually had a lot of gold records in Europe.
With Adler, so my band is more 90s and on,
Yeah.
But definitely Soundgarden. I mean, I was into Sublime. Marilyn Manson was a huge influence on me. Definitely, I would say anything from the 90s.
Yeah. So you're from Canada. When did you cross the border? When did you come over to the States?
I came over to visit about 6 years ago. So I go kind of back and forth,
The wildest random thing that's happened on stage while performing? Or do you have one, or there's too many?
Well, there's a lot. I crapped my pants. I debated for about a week on the road. And
traveling now, it's awkward.
It was bad, and so I was getting desperate. So I went to the drugstore and I got this stuff, some kind of bromide thing or whatever. You're supposed to drink the whole thing. And I looked at the package and it said, like half an hour to an hour it would work, right? So I took it, hour, nothing, 2 hours, nothing, 3 hours, nothing. I had a gig to do. So show comes along, nothing. So I'm doing the whole show. Get to the last song, encore. All of a sudden it's like, I gotta go now!
So excited. They shit my pants.
Events with Brett, his illness and whatnot, have you kept in contact and with him, and he's got this new show coming out? How are your guys' communication now?
When Celebrity Apprentice happened, we lost a lot of contact with each other because he's so busy. But I was in close contact with his band, and it was devastating for everybody. My heart went out to Georgia and Rain and to his current girlfriend Christy, and I'm just really, really happy that he pulled through. He's on top of the world now.
Yeah, I saw him on American Idol recently.
I know.
He's just blown up. The self-debut album in 1988, you are the only original.
Yes,
How did you make it through? What's your secret?
Well, it's basically just perseverance and wanting to continue.
I heard that you started in piano. How long did you play piano, and what made you want to switch over?
Well, I started playing piano. My parents bought me a piano when I was about 6, and then I just wasn't a piano lesson guy.
You don't have the piano look.
I didn't have it.
Yeah.
I think I love piano, but it was the piano lesson thing that messed me up. I want to be out playing.
It's probably harder to get chicks playing piano.
It is tough because carrying it around, they're already gone by the time you're ready.
By the time you pack.
Yeah.